And he's saying, hey, Bill, we'll only be in for a few minutes. Headed to town tonight. Well, if you have time, stop by. And then John in Alaska is here. Hey, John, how are you? Our cabin in the woods. How are you tonight? Hey, I got a question for everyone. Down in the chat, is there a $sign that you can click on? I'm not asking you to do it, but can you click on and do a super chat? I just want to confirm that it's working or it's there. Okay, thanks, Rob. Can you hear me okay? Is the video coming through clearly? Is there any distortion or anything? Yes, it's clear and video's good. As I got some late breaking news. I'm coming to you via Starlink. I just got it hooked up. It's easy to install. It's ridiculous easy. And I got it installed and I'm coming to you live from Alaska via Starlink. Hey, Ramblin' Peach, how are you? Good. I've been doing some upload and download tests, and the upload or the downloads have been anywhere from about 15 megabytes to 40 some megabytes, and the upload has been anywhere from about 1 or 2 up through 6 or 7 megabytes. So I'm super happy about that. And yes, Rob, I am a copycat. I'm spending too much money on the local internet, so even though I spent a huge pile of money on getting the business version of Starlink, even though I have a home connection via the Starlink, but the hardware is the business version hardware. I'm paying $60 a month less than what I'm paying for the local internet company. So I just got it hooked up. Video will be coming out probably in about a month on this. So I'm super happy. I was surprised how easy it went together and how easy it's working. It looks like it stopped raining. Maybe I'll take a walk outside and show you guys everything. So let's go outside and take a look. Well, I guess it's not totally stopped raining. But there it is. There's my Starlink. I want to do a big shout out to Clint Greathouse from CT Mad Mod YouTube channel, and also Stusser's Electric Supply in Anchorage. They hooked me up with this nice little setup. Clint did basically the same, but on his Scully school bus motorhome that he made. And he's out testing it right now. He's on a road trip. And he's going to be using Starlink. He might be going live, he said, this weekend. But it's right there. And then it's just, that's the brains. And that's the Wi-Fi. That little white piece right there. It's literally just plug and play. Here's everything. I got all this all cleaned up finally. All smoothed out, ready for winter. So even this over here is all smoothed out all over. So I still need to go from like right here and right back there under the wheeler and this area right here. The campers get moved over to there eventually. Let's see here. Hey, full blown country. Thanks for joining. Just to let everyone know again, I'm coming to you via Starlink. And there it is right there. Big shout out to Clint Greathouse from CT MadMod YouTube channel. Check him out if you haven't seen him. He does a lot of, let's see here, what does he do? Isuzu Samurai off-roading and stuff like that. Hey, Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse, how are you? I'm live via Starlink. The upload speed is, I've been testing it, I've been getting anywhere from a couple megs up to 6 or 7 megs for the upload. And then the download has been anywhere from about 15 to over 40. And Rob just posted John in Alaska's YouTube channel, so check him out if you haven't yet. I still have my big pile, my big dirt pile here to get moved. I'm hoping to get it done, or get at least some of it moved before it freezes. That would be nice. Hey, Mr. Reeve, how are you? I'm coming to you via Starlink. Mr. Reeve is with Flat Tire Farm, Homesteading, Alaska. And so you know, Mr. Reeve, if you need to upload a video, you can come down and upload it here. You guys need to stop over. It's been a while since you've been over here. And there's Full Blown Country's YouTube channel. Something else I've gotten done recently is cabin. You can't really see it. There you go. The whole thing under the cabin is all insulated. And I'm really shocked. Even back here, I got that tire there because that's my access to go in under. But I'm really shocked that we've had some nights down to about 40 degrees recently. And it's been staying at 52 degrees. Exactly 52 degrees under the cabin. And there's no heat down there yet. No heat, no hole in the floor so there's ambient heat going down or anything like that. Hey, Dusty Bottom Boys, how are you tonight? Hey, Ashley, how are you? Glad you guys could join me. But I'm super stoked that it's staying 52 degrees exactly. It's fluctuated from like 52.0 to about 52.2 degrees or something like that. That's cool to know. Rob at Curmudgeon says theirs have been bouncing between about 52 and 55 degrees. Oh yeah, so I got the 2-inch foam board all the way around, and then back in about 6 inches or so is the 2 beams that the cabin sits on, right here. And then on the inside of the 2 beams is the Reflectix bubble wrap that goes all the way around also. And I did like this. I piled up rocks and stuff on the inside on the bubble wrap. So there's basically no way for air to just flow. And I even did bubble wrap around this side. So there's like 2 layers of bubble wrap right in this area. So if I need to get in under, I got to move this 2-inch foam board out of the way, and then I got to part the way. I lost connection for a second. But I'm back. Did you guys notice any major connection issues? Oh, that's cool. Rob says his buddy John is helping him build a fan system to help keep it from freezing under the house. Okay, and Rob and Ray both basically said it glitched for a second. But another cool thing happened, I guess last weekend. Michael from Not So Remote, Alaska dropped off a little lumber supply, a little lumber order I had. He has a sawmill, and he milled up all kinds of like 2x6s and 2x4s at various lengths and a bunch of 2x2s. And it just glitched again, I see. I guess a couple little glitches aren't bad. Yeah, Rob, low power draw, computer fans that can be adjusted for low flow rate. That's right. Yeah, Rob, I'm testing it out to see how well it works. So it's right there. Been doing a little work in the here. Let's see if I can get this open with one hand. Yep, it just went out again. I might have to adjust where the receiver is. But I made some shelves in my Connex. I still need to get plywood up there. And then most of this stuff is all going to go up there and down on the floor. The receiver's in the little shed there. I'm only like 50 feet, maybe 60 feet from the receiver, so it should still be fine. Let me see if I can get this closed. That wasn't too bad. Oh yeah, all the leaves are starting to change, if you can see that. It's getting down into the 40s every night, so all the leaves are changing. You can see it pretty good on this one right here that's leaning over. Yeah, I want to just let everyone know, don't forget I have an Amazon affiliate link in all my descriptions. If you buy anything off Amazon and would like to help support this channel, please use the link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and I get a few pennies each time you order something. But those pennies can add up over time. Ashley, I might have missed something. Are you asking about the Starlink? Yeah, Ashley, are you asking about the Starlink or something else? I actually used the trailer on my excavator on to go and get them. They loaded one on, I brought it home, unloaded it, then went back and got the other one. So there was no delivery fee, but normally they charge $250 or something like that, $150 to deliver, at least to this area. It's definitely getting chilly up here. I don't know if you can see the leaves starting to fall off the trees when the wind blows. No, Ashley, that's pretty reasonable. For my area, it's very reasonable for that much. It's about a 20-minute drive from where I bought the shipping containers. So you figure 20 minutes up here unloading and then 20 minutes back, that's an hour at least round trip. And with the way fuel prices are right now, very reasonable. Yeah, it's starting to rain again. I think I'm gonna go back inside and sit down for a little while. How do you guys like my new zip up hoodie? Stutzer's Electric gave it to me, and that's where I got all my my conduit and stuff for the Starlink to put that up on the pole there. Okay, back inside. Plus, it's a little bit warmer here. It's like low 40s outside right now, I think. So it's a little chilly. Let's see here. What else? Yeah, we've been starting to publicize using the hashtag Alaska YouTube in all the descriptions. So if you can remember to do that or search Alaska YouTube, it should come up. All of our videos should start popping up. I've been meaning to send an email out to all the Alaska channels that I know of to get them to do that. Let's see here. What else? Yeah. After this live, I'm gonna upload a video tonight, and it should go live sometime tomorrow evening, just in time for the weekend. Yeah, it's good camping weather right now if it wasn't raining, that's for sure. And our cabin in the woods says 69 here in Oklahoma. Costa 16 Auto is asking, are you going to be spending the winter in this place, or are you still going back to Anchorage? No, I live out here full time. I moved out here last June, and I'm here. I've been here since. Or excuse me. I've been here since. So I'm out here full time. I stayed out here last winter. It was cool. We had chest deep snow. It was so awesome. And this winter, if the weather pattern keeps up, we should have a pile of snow this year. The Ramblin' Peach says it's 73 here in Georgia. Yikes. That's getting pretty hot. I don't know if I'd want it quite that hot, but It is nice having a little bit of warm weather. I just got back from Arizona last weekend. Well, 2 weekends ago, I guess. It is amazing. The warm weather, got out of the chilly weather for a few days, got down to some really nice warm weather. Wear shorts and a t-shirt all the time. And just reconnected again. I see there's 14 people in here right now and 7 thumbs up. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It definitely does help push this out to other people, and so they know what's going on. Okay, just reconnected again. I should be good now. The video and audio should be fine. And I see AYO Saucy is here. Thanks for joining. I don't recognize you. Is this your first time here? And I was just going to say, I did a little bit of excavator work for my neighbor down the road a little ways. And in payment, he gave me some, what is it? Moose sausage from a roadkill that they recently got. So I can't wait to try that out and try out some yummy moose sausage. I guess there's a hot sausage, regular sausage, and some other type of sausage mixed in there. Hey, Jaden Golden, how are you? And AYO Sausage says this is the first time they're in here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm a single guy building a homestead in Alaska. I bought some vacant land last summer. It was a wooden lot. And I'm building a homestead from scratch. So if you want to follow my journey and see how I do in building a homestead, please consider subscribing. Hey, Cindy Squirrel, Off Grid, how are you? Is this your first time here also? And let's see here. Curmudgeon AK says hello to Cindy Squirrel Off Grid, and Jaden Golden says, okay, nice. Well, thank you. And if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask. It's been a kind of crappy weather. Bill, do we need to get a group together and get on the roadkill list? Yeah, it takes 2 different households to get on the list. So if you want to go in with me, I'll definitely go in. I'm not on the list with anyone at the moment. Coaster 16 Auto, are you primarily using wood for heat? I did see a lot of propane cylinders in the yard. No, I'm not using propane for heat, but I am using this right here. It's a Toyo fuel oil drip stove. And I did that because I am going to have water in this cabin. And I like to go up to my other remote cabin that is about an hour and a half north of here. And when I go up for the weekend, I don't want to have to pay someone to come over and put fire or put wood in the stove, stuff like that. So I decided to go with the oil drip stove. That way it'll just always work. And Cindy Squirrel Off Grid says, first live of yours I've been on. Watch your videos, though. Well, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. AYO Saucy says, I wish I could go camping sometime soon. Is there a reason you can't go camping? I know a lot of people, they can go vehicle camping or get with someone else and just go share their tent and stuff like that. And Ashley Anderson says, Robert Curmudgeon, be looking for an email at the beginning of the week. Well, AYO, hopefully you can work something out and be able to go camping sometime soon. And our cabin in the woods is saying hi to Cindy. I'm looking out the window to see if it's still raining or not. Costa 16 Auto, how much did the gravel cost you to build up the driveway? Whew, that was, how much was that? I want to say it was $140 per 10-yard dump truck load. And this year I got 8 dump truck loads brought in. So however much that comes out to be. And last year I had 20 brought in. Last year when I built the driveway, I had 20 dump truck loads brought in. And then this year I had another 8 brought in at $140 a dump truck. So it cost me a pretty penny. But the guy that filled up my fuel tank and also the guy that dropped off the bulldozer and stuff, they both said my driveway is so solid, it's ridiculous. So I'm very happy. I'm not going to have to worry about soft driveway getting stuck, needing 4-wheel drive, stuff like that. So I'm happy with my driveway now. Let's see here. Cindy Squirrel Off Grid says hi to our cabin in the woods. AYO Sassy says, I'm gonna support you. Well, thank you very much. Jaden says, Airwell, see ya, I'll check other lives. I'll be back. Well, thank you very much. John in Alaska says, so much for Starlink, laugh out loud. I think I'll wait until it's perfect. It's not too bad. I guess it does drop once in a while, but our cabin in the woods just as cheap some load here is 580 a load. Well, also I'm just getting whatever they dig out of the pit, so it's not sorted or anything like that. It's called pit run gravel. So it's whatever. It could have a lot of sand in it, or okay, I think I'm back. And let's see here. Let me scroll back up. AYO Saucy, do you have guns? Yes, I do. I do go hunting. I probably won't get to go this year, but I do like to go hunting. So yes, I have guns. Costa 16 Auto, I've noticed on one of your videos your driveway is built well. Well, thank you very much. And hi, Knuckleheads Homestead. How are you tonight? Ramblin' Pete, come on. Had 3 problems when you first got Starlink, but it's good now. Well, thank you. Hey, Matt AK, how are you tonight? I'm coming to you live via Starlink. And everyone's saying hi to Matt. And yep. Yeah, there's some connection issues with Starlink, but overall it's not too bad, and upload and download speeds are really quick. So, and for $60 a month cheaper than the local internet, I think I'll live with it. Yeah, if you're having any troubles, try refreshing. I'm back. Everything seems to be working on my end at the moment. So Matt AK says things could be better. I got some news today that wasn't pleasant, and now I've had to find a new place to live by May. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Matt. And if you need any help or assistance, I don't know what I can do, but I'll help you out as best I can. And Costa 16 Auto says, how far are you from the usual grocery store you go to? There's 2 grocery stores. They're only a couple miles apart down in Wasilla, and that is, it takes me about a half hour to get to Wasilla to go grocery shopping. There is another grocery store called Three Bears, and it is about 20 minutes or so south of me. So that's about how long it takes me to get to the grocery stores. AYO Sassy says, can you show your guns? No, I can't. Unless I'm going up to my cabin or something like that and actually using it for protection. I don't like to show that stuff on YouTube. I mean, personally, I don't have an issue with it, obviously, but they do. Knucklehead Homestead says, getting internet on the homestead has to be exciting as getting electric and water. Water going in here in the next few days. Been off grid since April of 22. Well, congratulations on getting the water. That has to be a big luxury for you now. Our cabin in the woods, I'm sure it has a little bit to do with the clouds, the interference that's going on right now. It is pretty overcast right now. Let's see here. Reeve says, hey, Matt, you'll have to come up and look at some properties up here. Most definitely, Matt. Yeah, Matt, YouTube does hate everything pew pew related. Costa 16, I'm in Willow. Let's see here. Matt K says, at Reeve, if you hear of anything with a decent structure on it up there, let me know. I don't think I'll be able to develop raw land in time I have now. That is true. It does take a while. Dusty Bottom Boys, yeah, don't pass on their property. We've been looking for. I think Crystal found a couple. In our cabin in the woods, yes, YouTube will flag you if you have a pew-pew hanging on the wall that we can see. Yeah, like I don't have an issue with them, obviously, and if I'm going out to my cabin, it'll be on me, and in some of the shots you'll be able to see it. Some of the video you'll be able to see it, but I don't specifically talk about it. And unfortunately, it's just one of those things. lastfrontiercabin@gmail.com. Yep, Rob, stupid rain. It's going to be a wet one, that's for sure. And safe travels. Little JB Monster, how are you? I'm not sure who you're saying, what's up, Grandpa? I hope I don't look that old as a grandpa yet. Even though I could be, I'm old enough to be. Costa 16 Auto is asking, any property crime near you, or am I concerned about it? There is some property crime, but for the most part, it's like vacant properties. There's a lot of drug use up here, so they'll go and they'll crash in a vacant cabin or a vacant house and just destroy it. They'll cook crystal in it, and then or they'll steal all the copper out of it, stuff like that, and they'll just bust out all the windows and that type of crime. But if it's a property that people's actually living at, there's not really very much crime going on here. And Rob at the Curmudgeon says he hasn't had very many issues with 90% uptime. That's pretty good. I'm hoping I have that same amount. A few people are talking back and forth. Dusty Bottom Boys is asking, how much Starlink cost. I got the business version hardware with a regular home connection, and that costs $1,500 versus the 500 or whatever for the regular home version hardware. But I am still only going with the home connection, the internet plan. But the hardware is the business hardware. So it's supposed to be a little bit more powerful, a little bit better in the rain, cloud cover, with trees, stuff like that. And also if I and a little bit, and I think priority over the satellites also, then I can, but that costs a couple $100 a month, and I probably won't ever get to that point. Okay, good night, Ashley. She says she has to cut it short. So good night, Ashley. Thank you for joining. Oh, Rob. Okay, yeah. I'm on my phone and it's kind of small, so Rob says he was talking about his sidearm. Okay, people are saying good night to Ashley. And Dusty Bottom Boys, yeah, good to know what I should expect when I make it up there. Thanks. You're welcome very much. Let's see here. Costa 16 Auto, are you doing any projects on the inside of the cabin this winter? Are you finishing the walls, for example? I am hoping to get the water flowing to the cabin here pretty soon. I kind of put a hold on that project just because I needed to get certain things outside, like the bottom of the cabin skirted to keep that warm. And then I needed to get a few things done with my connexes. And also I needed to get where I bulldozed all the dirt and everything off of. I needed to get that smoothed out so when it does freeze, it's fairly smooth, and and then when the snow comes, I can use my snow blower over there. So I had to put working on the inside on hold for a little while, but I'm really close to having water flowing to the cabin. So that's the first priority. And then as soon as I get that, then gonna work on the electric. I got all the electrical run, but I don't have the electrical panel in yet, so I need to get that in. And then I need to get my stove, and then my hot water heater. I'm doing an on-demand hot water via propane. So, and also I got a propane, what is it? A propane washer dryer. So right on the other side of this board is a washer dryer in a box that's been sitting here since last spring sometime, or last winter. It is a electric washing machine and a propane dryer. So I can't wait to get that hooked up and working also. Robert the Curmudgeon says, Dusty Bottom Boys, some places has more crime than others. He's 13 miles up and someone tried to steal his fuel drums. So there is crime everywhere in Alaska. Just some places have a little bit more, some are a little bit less, and it kind of depends on the area and what type of crime you're talking about. But for the most part, Alaska is a really safe place when it comes to crime. Almost all the crime is basically drug related, which means, well, drug use, and then petty theft and things like that. That's drug related. Costa 16 Auto is asking, what equipment do I currently own? As far as heavy equipment, I own a 2022 Bobcat E50 excavator. And then if I need a bulldozer or skid steer or anything like that, then I will go and rent that. I do have a Aaron's tracked snowblower, and it's they make two professional size snowblowers, and I got the smaller of the two professional ones. So it has like a 28-inch opening for cutting the snow and blowing it. Dusty Bottom Boys, do you have do you vent your crawl space at all for warmer months? Would you have moisture or mold issues? Or we would have moisture and mold issues here in Ohio if we didn't. I just got the crawl space closed in. What I do plan on doing is in the summertime, I'll just remove that one foam board and just open it up and let the air circulate in and out. But this winter, I plan on keeping it closed in, and I do plan on getting some type of small amount of heat down there, but haven't gotten to that point yet. And yeah, I'm hoping I don't have any moisture or mold issues, but the whole inside is totally encased in foam board or that Reflectix bubble wrap. So I shouldn't have to worry about the structure itself. John in Alaska, I will be spending the whole weekend up at the new cabin starting Friday. Well, that's cool. I hope you make a couple videos on it, John. Let us know what's going on and how it's coming along. No, Rob, I haven't put any plastic down under the cabin or under the house. Hopefully next summer it's not as wet and it will dry out even more in there. And if not, I actually kind of plan on doing what you're talking about doing and blowing some dry heat down there, and that will help dry out the ground underneath the cabin too. So hopefully that will work. I'm just looking at my notes here. Yeah, like I said, got that closed in about a week ago or so. I got it closed in. I think it was last weekend I got it closed in. It's been staying right about 52 degrees under the cabin. Assuming everything goes okay on the upload, it'll come out tomorrow. And the last thing, I do have an Amazon affiliate link in my description. So if you so choose to support the channel, please use the link. All you have to do is click on the link, and then it'll bring up Amazon, and then you can just shop and order whatever you want. I get a few pennies from each thing you buy, but it doesn't cost you anything more. And also, I can see what was purchased, but I can't see who purchased it. So just want to clarify that aspect, that I can see what was purchased, because depending on the price and also the item depends on how much money I get from you using my link, but I cannot see who purchased the items. So I just want to throw that out there. It is still anonymous unless you're like, hey, I just bought something this morning. Well, then if no one else bought anything, then I probably know what you bought. But other than that, I don't know. Let's see here. I'm happy with the Starlink so far. This was a good test. Yeah, I dropped off a bunch of times, but it is overcast and raining out right now. So it'll be interesting to check the next few weeks as I go live and see if it's a nice weather out or clear skies, and see how it does. Dusty Bottom Boy says that John in Alaska, sounds like it'll be a great weekend for you. He's kind of jealous. Let's see here. What else is going on in my world? Not much, actually. I do have a full-time job, so I work full-time. I work East Coast hours, so I get up at 4 a.m. and start work. That's 8 a.m. East Coast. We're 4 hours behind the East Coast. So, unfortunately, I go to bed fairly early, 7, 8 o'clock. I go to bed, but I'm also done with work at 1 in the afternoon. So that makes it nice that I can go and do stuff. And John in Alaska says, thanks, Dusty Bottom Boys. This will be my first time staying there. Oh, John, you haven't stayed there at all yet? I was under the assumption that you had at least stayed there a couple nights here and there. And Mr. Reeves says, hey, John, got any moose up there that need to be shot? Let's see here. We got 8 people in here and 14 thumbs up. Well, thank you, everyone. I think it quit raining. I'm going to go outside and walk around a little bit. Yes, it did quit raining. And John in Alaska says, Reeve, that's what I'll find out this weekend. Rob, why did you chase off a black bear? You should have just shot it. And there's Starlink. It was pretty cool. As soon as I plugged in the power, it came on and rotated around. That was so cool to hear. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it on the camera. At our cabin in the woods says that John in Alaska, I just subbed and we'll catch some videos. So congratulations, John. And there, Rob just shared our cabin in the woods' link. So thank you, Rob. Oh, had a cub. It was a female. I understand. Hey, JD from South Carolina. Thanks for joining. And Reeve says, John, if you need help with one, I've got a strong back and a weak mind. So give them a call. It won't be long till this thing gets put away for the season and this thing gets fired up. Starting to get anxious even though I got too much to do. The beast is still working good though. Still happy that I purchased it. Oh no! I left the window open. Looks like a little bit of rain got in, but not much. Crap. I can't believe I left the window open. But definitely glad I got this. And John in Alaska says, thanks, Reeve. We'll let you know. I'm sure I'll have a lot of help. And Rob from Curmudgeon just posted Flat Tire Farms YouTube link. So thank you, Rob. So there's my camper still for sale. I did get it posted a little bit too late this summer. I missed the prime window and summer was halfway, 3/4 way over by the time I posted it for sale. So I would have been surprised if it sold this summer. And John in Alaska says, Dusty Bottom Boys, naps count with me. Yeah, I wanted to put this back. Man, this thing's heavy with one hand. There, I put it there. It helps keep most of the snow off of the, that's my backup generator under there. I want to build a stand here and a little roof over it. Just haven't gotten time to do it. There's my 2000 F350 7.3 Super Duty with the Banks power system. I'm still glad I bought that. It'll tow just about anything I'll ever need to tow. My trailer here is pretty much empty now. The only thing in here is my couch and a few pillows. Ah, yes, this thing is so comfortable. I love it. I've had this couch for over 20 years, I bet. Or right about 20 years. I bought it sometime early 2000s. That's a recliner on that side, and then that side's just a chair. This is up right now because I'll put my feet up, and they probably got gravel and stuff on it. So this trailer is going up for sale here pretty soon. As soon as I can get this couch out. And I can get this couch out as soon as I get the shipping containers organized and stuff moved around on the shelves. Then I can get this couch put in the one shipping container. And then this thing's going up for sale. So anyone interested in buying, let me know. Let's see here. Not a bad view here out the door. This is going to be, ooh, pretty much going to be the view out the living room window when I build my permanent home. I guess that's going to be the view out the living room window pretty much. Actually. Right there's my bed. It's a 20-ton trailer. 2 10-ton axles. Wow, look at those leaves. They're all changing. Okay, Rob, have a good one. Thanks for moderating for me. And if you guys haven't, check out Curmudgeon AK. It's a pretty good YouTube channel. He lives about 15 miles north of Talkeetna and has to take the train to and from his property. Got a lot of nice color in the trees over that way. Nice yellows. And I don't know what kind of plants those are. But wow, look at those red leaves. This is some lumber I had left over from building the cabin and doing things last summer. I need to get this all moved over to the connexes. I need to get this foam board moved over there and those barrels to get this place cleaned up in this area. Then I can put my camper over here alongside this trailer until they both sell. Then they can sit here until they sell. This will be coming down here in a few weeks. We get too much snow here, it won't survive. So I take the canvas off, at least the top piece, the sides and the top. Well, everyone, I think I'm gonna end this live. I want to thank everyone for joining. It was a good hour that we spent together, so thank you. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. So that, isn't that beautiful? Okay, our cabin in the woods, I'll check it out here this evening. Okay, Dusty Bottom boys. It's very clean on the inside. Only a couple minor issues, very minor, like scratches on some of the interior. Everything else works fine. And I got a cover coming for the AC up there, and a cover coming for the jack stand. Cover for the jack stand right there. I just ordered those. Hey, Crystal from Flat Tire Farms, Homesteading, Alaska. I'm just on the verge of ending this live, but thank you for joining. And right there's my Starlink, Crystal. You guys have to stop down and test it out. Next time you go to upload a video, come on over. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna end this, so thank you for joining. Have a good night.